Welcome back to Puro Cotorreo. If you've ever been to a party where the dance floor stayed packed all night, there's a good chance today's guest was behind the booth. He's not just a DJ, he's the heartbeat of the party, known for turning up with the crowd, getting wild with clients, and making every event one to remember. But beyond turntables, he's a seasoned entrepreneur who's been making waves in the event industry for years. Get ready for some real talk and good vibes y puro cotorreo con mi compa Juan Treviño Jr., also known as DJ Jr. Woo!
Ay, no, qué intro, man.
¿Cómo andamos?
Qué bárbaro, qué chulada de entrada.
Sí.
That's crazy.
Es que tengo que, I gotta lay down the red carpet for you.
No.
Everyone know that, you know, you're someone, you're a staple of Houston, man.
Oh, man. I was like, well, who's he talking to?
Ah.
The kid.
El presidente ya está en Washington.
No, it was, thank you for the invite. And, no, I saw it on Instagram, and I was like, man, I have to be a part of that podcast, man. This is a great accomplishment you guys are doing, and in such a short time. But man, bro, thanks for the invite.
No problem, man. I'm glad you saw the ad on Instagram that said we're looking for interviews.
No,
alguien que le paguemos $5 por interview.
No, bro, no.
No te quedas.
No viene por el año. Si quieres me pagas. No. Nada que ver.
Ya luego cayendo el.
You know, it's funny because I like this stuff. I've always wanted to be work on the radio. I always, when I was little, I used to hear Raúl Brindis a lot.
Ah, sí.
So I always wanted to be in the radio or something like that, you know, something. And you know, I think we tried one time to do this, but it's a job. It's a real job.
It's a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Raúl Brindis, for example. Rest in peace, his radio station que lo tumbaron.
Yeah.
Pero
But he's back.
Yeah, he's back with another one.
Yeah, he's back with another one. But yeah, it's a whole job. It's 24 hours right there.
Yeah. Basically, he has to go in like at 3 a.m. You know, get ready by 4.
Mm-hmm.
Or actually, he was starting like at 4, or because I worked in construction. Y él ya estaba con sus quotes de que hoy. Acuérdate que cada persona en tu vida es un obstáculo.
And then all of a sudden you hear Pepito, hola, ¿cómo estás? La chutarada del día, whatever, man.
Luego con sus deep quotes y después segue into comedy.
Yeah, but no, it's you know, those are people that you look up to when growing up, and you know, so I used to listen to him as well. We're going to work, you know, you're early in the morning. You're like at 5, 6 in the morning. You're hearing him early in the morning. And he's doing his thing. Like he's in a vibe, bro. He's in a hyped up vibe because, you know, in this industry, you have to be really, really out there. Like what you said, and thank you for the introduction, man. That's amazing. I've been doing it for 15 years. So, and people are like, you don't get tired? Like, yeah, I do. But, you know, the show must go on. You know, you have to go out there and give the client 110%. I think that's what has got me where I'm at. That, you know, I go in there and I could be sick with the flu. I can be, you know, one time in one of our big open houses, Fotomundo.
Acércate dentro del mic.
Oh,
más.
Let me. Es que no quiero estar tan recio.
No te creas nada.
Yeah, no. One big open house. I had a fever. I kid you not, 103, 102, and but I went out there and like, man, you look like you were like normal, like nothing was going on. I was like, bro, I was dying. Like I was like literally, I just wanted to throw up. But the clients don't have, you know, when you go out there and DJ, the clients no tienen la culpa. You know, you got to go out there and promise what you were going to give them. And that's just the professionalism. If you don't have a DJ doing that, you need to get another DJ. If he's going out there just getting a paycheck, well, that's not the DJ you need to get. So, yeah, man, that's something you have to really go for.
A lot of people in the event industry, do you think, I guess we're talking about the new people in the event industry. You've been in the industry for over probably 15 years plus.
Professionally, around 15 years.
Yeah. Do you think people these days are softer than back then, or cómo los ves? ¿Cómo ves a la nueva generación de DJs o de todo, de todo?
Man, dude, honestly, I think this generation, and actually that's really going around the DJ world, it's just the tolerance, or I don't want to say the tolerance, just the they only pay attention to 3 seconds. And that goes with social media too. Actually, I had a conversation the other day with a friend of mine, because he was like, he wanted to sit down with me. He's like, I invite you to a coffee. Tell me, he had been DJing for more than 10 years, and he feels like he's still at the same place that he was when he started. And I was like, well, because you have to get with the times, man. If you don't know because people are like, oh, this is my business, and I'm just going to pay attention to my business. No, you got to pay attention to your neighbors. You got to see what your neighbors are doing. You got to know your competition. And every year, even the price point, now everybody's price point is different, but you have to pay attention to your competition one way or another. If you don't know what the other guy's innovating, you're going to stay behind. So you have to pay attention to competition. And right now what's going on is these 3-second TikTok things. Like, you said we can say anything. So
yeah,
let's say songs. Okay, like right now, what is it? Grupo Frontera came out, but me voy pa allá, me voy pa. That song, one, it doesn't even start right. It starts with a different beat from cumbia, and then everybody just wants to listen to that part. You get in the dance floor, they just dance that thing, and they get off the floor. Wow. So we're literally in the point as DJs mixing 3-second songs. We're clipping them, and we have to like basically get more and more and more and more just to fill up a whole song of back then what was 3 minutes, 2 minutes. That's crazy.
So some DJs you're saying that are basically, how you get on TikTok and you scroll, you're doom scrolling. You think they're doom scrolling on the dance floor too?
So, well, we are.
They're just like clipping.
Like, yeah, I won't even play. Sometimes when I got some of these, I do a lot of quinceañeras. I mean, I do weddings and everything. I do pretty much anything, but it's just, I don't know, the energy that the quinceañeras bring, man, is I love that energy. I love that, these kids are hyped up, but that comes with a package. You have to know what kind of music they're listening to. What right now they're into guapangos, huepas. They'll do a little bit of hip hop, but you have to know the new guapangos that are going on, and especially Northside. When I say Northside, Airline, Little York.
Okay.
Let me be specific on that.
That's Northside to me.
That's
too.
Northside to us, But so it's a different atmosphere over here. It's a different animal. When you play like at a hall over here, you better be knowing your guapangos, bro, your huepas, your good stuff, because they'll boo you off the stage if you're not good. And then, and you've seen our floors, how we are over here. We basically try to be with the times. And then I listen to the kids. I'm like, hey, or I'll literally ask, what are you listening to? Because that's not my type of music. I come from Tamaulipas. So
what a pisteadera.
But I kind of like, I grew up with Pegaso, Saz, and then I can go real back. I can go like, I like Los Temerarios.
Okay.
I go from that era, but I don't play that. I mean, I'll jam it to my truck by myself because they were like, what are you listening to?
You're like all sad by yourself. Man, I wish those kids were I wish I could put this on the DJ set.
You know what? Lately I have been putting it on at the end because right now the quinceañeras, it's a time frame for them. They're there from 5 and their parents pick them up like around 11. Ya después nomás quedan los borrachos. So, and then they want to hear that air, they'll hear some, some corridos and stuff like that. And that's when I cater to them. But,
well, the parents are the ones that paid. So at the end, those parents at least have to have some fun, and that's where you come in. And you have to give them the parents, because after I think every parent is like, okay, I pay for the party, so your time is from 5 to like 8, and our time is from 8 to 1. It makes sense though. It makes sense because I mean, I think they want to have fun too. Like, and I guess that brings me to my next question. Like, you do a lot of quinceañeras, a lot of weddings, but you're focused on quinceañeras. when you DJ, or like you just cater to everyone, but like quinceañeras the most because it makes it more fun for you when you're working?
I mean, honestly, I think everybody has their niche. Every DJ has their niche, and I've DJ'd everything you could imagine, from proms, from bowling alleys, you name it, from clubs. I've DJ'd clubs. I've DJ'd restaurants. Right now, actually, I'm promoting Vida Mariscos. I'm there on Sundays right now. Every Sunday I'm there. So, and I do that just because as a DJ, and everybody's going to be, DJs can be, this is very controversial because DJs been, I am in the mood all the time. That's a lie. When you've been doing this as long as I have been doing this, you get bored. You get bored because you're playing the same thing over and over and over. So a Vida Mariscos is not just a Latino crowd or a Mexican crowd. You have every culture there. And you got all kinds of, the way you'll be playing guapangos, you'll be playing Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, and that makes you a better DJ because honestly, a lot of DJs, they're like, oh, I only play guapangos and cumbias, or I only play Tejano, or I only, no, you have to play everything. I've been in, I've DJed, you know, Bali music. I've played Bali music. I've had Filipino weddings. So I've pretty much done every type of wedding that you can imagine. Salvadorian, Colombian, Guatemalan, whatever you name it, I played it.
Back in the day, DJs to me were like, man, this guy's not just putting on some badass music, but he's doing some badass transitions and he's adding some effects to the music. I feel like today now it's gone a little bit down, eso, or like transitioning and you know, mixing a sample or adding it to another song. Do you think that's part of the DJ world these days, or that's just outside of the Mexican DJ space? Once
again, that goes into that battle of old DJs against new DJs. You know, I've come in when they used to mix with CDs.
Oh,
back then it wasn't. Right now it's so easy. You download applications and they give you the music. You know, you can go download from a DJ company like BPM Supreme, BPM Latino, and they pay and you get all the music. No, back then we had to buy the CD and we would mix with CDs.
That's before LimeWire?
Yeah. And then you can even go older where they had the records. And they used to put the tape on the records, and those are older DJs. Yeah. So you have different ages of DJs, and they'll be like, no, you guys nowadays have adhesive, which we do. You know, all the technology, but technology is meant for a reason, to make things easy. Like right now.
More fun, too, you know.
A little bit. You know, right now I just downloaded an app, and it literally mixes the music for you, even with the BPM, you know, and a lot of people say, what the BPM is. BPM is the speed of the song.
BPM, yeah.
So, you know, and the app does it for you. It finds all the songs and it mixes them up with the same junder. You put the junder on there and the speed, it gets it, and it literally does it for you. I'm not going to promote because they're not paying me. Bro.
Yeah. I downloaded an app too. I went to the river and I had a boombox. Yeah. My friends took a boombox and I had it on the tube, on a different tube, and I was DJing on another tube.
Yeah.
And literally everything was kind of already done for me except choosing the songs and, you know, the effects. I estaba bien chido.
Yeah.
You got to download it. Like, you should go tubing one day, make a video, a reel or something where you're DJing.
Yeah. Oh, I need to.
Yeah, you need to. So just don't go, you know, cuando venga un flor o lo que sea, porque te
lleva. No, bro, it's just like, you know, that in itself, and I want to say that the apps can be helpful, but they'll never replace the feeling that we put in it. Like the knowledge that, you know, this song, you know, well, y'all in a whole different, y'all really young crowd, so then y'all guys are probably like, you know, listening to something different than I would listen to. But if I have a crowd in there, like if I say, okay, who went to Metropolis or who went to, OK Corral or like, I don't know, like Drink Houston. You probably never went to Drink Houston, but I'll sit there.
Is that the one with like several clubs?
Yeah.
I keep hearing it. I keep hearing it like, man, this was the best club in Houston.
Everybody that knows that, You know what's up.
Se están juntando todos los old heads.
Yeah, man, bro, that was the place. It's because honestly, we partied crazy back then. I think our generation back then partied more than this generation. But
y'all weren't sensitive. Like,
no.
Yeah, I mean, y'all were fighting, y'all were fist fighting if there was an issue or something. Pero ahorita,
everybody takes out guns and the fights break. It's just crazy. But back then, it's like, okay, you push, and they'll probably they'll fight, right?
Yeah.
But one-on-one. Hey, pues se chingaba uno al otro, el que se chingaba, okay, ya, make up, kiss.
Y como todos estaban drogados, se les olvidaba que había una pelea.
Yeah, but we went home. But nowadays, people get shot, you're scared to go out and stuff like that. But nah, man, it's that generation in itself, bro, it was another era. But you connect, and that's something that I'm saying that app would never replace. The feeling of the DJ getting in there and playing that song, because and that's what I tell DJs. I was like, it's not about you having the music. It's playing the music at the right time, at the right moment, with the right crowd.
Well, that's why Spotify blew up when it did, when it started up, because Ubers, I think, were the ones that made it popular, because people were making playlists and they were like, wait, where did you get this playlist from? Like, it flows really, really well. And they took advantage of that. And then they started giving people incentives to make playlists that other people could listen to. I don't know if you have Spotify or not.
Yeah.
Basically, I mean, I don't have it, but I keep hearing from my brother, like, download it, do that, do this, do that, whatever, Pero from what I know from back in the day when it was starting up, that's what, Spotify was taking advantage of, the flow of music, from one song to another, and that's what DJs should be focused on.
Yeah, and here it goes again, and this is just a pro tip for everybody that's looking for a DJ out there. Make sure that the DJ is catering to your needs. Like, a lot of DJs don't sit down with you guys. A lot of DJs don't ask you, hey, what do you want? What do you want to hear, or what do you not want to hear? And then they're like, well, I want my guests to ask requests. That's fine. And I would think that you would leave it up to the DJ, because you got to let the DJ do his job. And there's a lot of things that go into it, because I've heard so many versions of, well, the DJ stayed in Wapangos all night. I was like, what if the client wanted Wapangos all night?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've had good DJs, and especially with my family, I'll put my family out there. I've had a friend, I don't even DJ it's rare when I do it, but I don't like to, because I don't like to work with family.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's kind of hard, and then I was like, no, my friend will do it. And he does it. And then, he goes into one party, he plays hip hop all night. He's like, why did he stay in hip hop all night? I said, because that's probably what the customer requested. And then he'll come back the next night, he played Tejano. I was like, oh man, he was badass that night. I was like, he was badass last night too, but I mean, it depends on what the customer wanted. It was badass to you because they asked him to play Tejano all night. So it all goes to what you guys want. And the request, man, it can be really dumb sometimes.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Because I had a guy one time come up to me, and we were playing Wapangos all night long. And then this guy comes up to me, oiga, ¿no puede tocar una de RBD?
No.
Ay, hijo de tu puta.
RBD después de
I said, go listen to that outside.
Ponte unos headphones.
You see these cowboys out here?
I know. Y tú también con un nudo en la throat, ¿cómo sabía que yo quería RBD también?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. So it's just like that's where we're at as DJs, and I defend the DJs sometimes.
Have you ever bump heads with someone publicly or someone que te han dicho, hey, ¿por qué haces esto así, you took business away?
Customers or
no, with
DJs?
the other DJs.
Oh man, you know what? Man, I'm not even gonna get that one, but
as long as you're not in legal issues, you should be good. Aquí,
man, it's funny, but and I have a lot of DJ friends. I'm in the neutral zone. I've never really promoted myself because I haven't had to, because I've worked for the company Fotomundo for 15 years. So on its own, it's like, they promote for me.
Okay.
So lately I have, just because, like I'm telling you, sometimes you want to get out of what you're used to just to learn more, to be a DJ. But yeah, I've had if you're not getting criticized, if you're not having haters, you're not doing something right. Mm-hmm. You have to have haters. Why? Because when it's just the way of life, man. It's the law of life, I guess. Because there's DJs out there, like, man, well, why does he do this or why he said that one? Now, I've never been that type, and every time a DJ does tell me something, I confront them. I confront them and say, you got a problem?
Go to their party?
And no, not go to a party. I give them a call. I was like, hey, man, if we have a problem, let me know. Let's go talk. Let's go talk. Maybe we can settle the problem or something like that.
Let's go talk.
I got a couple of guys.
You see that black Escalade outside? I'm inside there.
But I really haven't had too many. I try to stay, friends with everybody, because el sol brilla para todos. And I said it in another podcast that I did. Pero también el sol brilla para la gente que lo aprovecha.
Oh, yeah.
So, entonces, everybody can have work here, and because DJs get in a little zone of, because this DJ's charging cheap, I don't have work. That's a lie. That's a damn lie. Why? Because I have work up the butt, and I ain't cheap. I'm going to be honest. I'm not the most expensive, but I'm not the cheapest. I know what I value as work, and when customers start telling me, hey, man, you're kind of expensive, I was like, that's what I charge. I mean, maybe I'm not your DJ, and not every customer's for you, man.
Oh, yeah. I've known that.
If you're going to lowball me and you're going to try to, I ain't got time for that. Honestly, I'm at a level where I do have work, and this is what it is. If you want your party to be what you saw, and, most of the time it already comes from recommendations. So the guys are already sold on what they saw. Nah, man, I honestly don't try to get involved with that. I'll be like, hey, that's totally up to you. Like.
And your service is pretty repeatable. So one customer gets you for DJing. Right away, another party comes up in the family. Hey, I need another DJ. So the volume over 15 years worth of customers y para estar peleándote con un cliente, no, ya no vale la pena.
No, and then we're sold out basically. Just the company in itself. If just say I don't have a DJ on my own, whatever, our company already has sold out all the way to 2027, 26. What is it? Yeah.
Damn.
We're sold out.
Pero with the pricing of this year?
Yeah, the pricing of this year, and then every year it goes up.
¿Qué pasa si sube todo and right away, let's say car payments and let's say that's whatever, everything goes up and you need to raise your prices? ¿Cómo lo haces ahí?
Because we ask, what year is your party? And when you tell me, oh, my party's 2027, okay, I know I got to raise you already.
Oh, okay.
Automatically, I raise you. Why? Because I don't know what's going to happen from here. What if I don't even make it next year? I don't know. Yeah. But I'm just saying, I already automatically in my head. And then here's another pro tip. Ask the salon. Ask what salon they're in. And then you'll know their price budget. No va a tener I'm not going to dog anybody's salon here, but I mean,
if you have to, you have to.
No, I can't do that. But I was just saying.
We all know, which one's, más bajito, más mediano, y which one's the most expensive.
Yeah, so we, in this industry, we know. We know what salones are. Oh, dang, he's having it at that hall? Okay, there's money there.
Yeah.
Okay, you're not going to get that hall if you ain't got money. So, but if si está en la pulga de no sé qué, no,
sábado, domingo.
No, ay, cosita.
Sábado, domingo, me encanta trabajar ahí.
No, man, no. And I have been there.
No, pero digo, una boda.
Yeah, no. It's like that.
Have you ever gotten a silly request like that? What's the silliest event you've done that you're like, what the hell? Where did it? What did I just DJ, kind of event?
I DJ'd an old people's home. And literally was playing 60s, 50s music. And well, it was a cool thing. At the same time, I was like, why? Why am I here? But I did it as a learning experience because, for me, 50s, 60s, I had to get better in that era of music.
¿Quieres también saber dónde ibas a caer?
¿Dónde me van a llevar cuando ya mis hijos me van a llevar?
You were checking out homes.
I was like, at least the nurses are nice.
Ya vale, verga. Si aquí me toca, ya vale.
At least they give me a sponge bag. No, bro. I mean, I just...
They ain't chicken on Wednesdays?
Their food was delicious. No, it just... Yeah, I DJed that and a golf course. One time it was a golf course, and I'm like, everybody's over there. They're not even hearing me. I'm like, why am I here? Like, and then, but I thought that, and then later on, people asking for business cards, and when you think that nobody's listening, and that's a pro tip for DJs.
Oh yeah.
Do the maximum. Do like if you're the same way you do a crowd of 300 or 400 people. I've done a crowd of 10 people, and I'll make 10 people dance. I've done it before.
I've seen it firsthand.
I've been in venues where there's like 20 people there, and I make them have the best time. Where maybe the quinceañera or the wedding people are sad because they didn't show up, and I make them dance, bro. I make them dance.
I'll make them dance.
Hey, ¿vas a bailar o no?
Shit in the crowd.
Well, that's my slogan. Te pongo a bailar o te pongo borracho.
Sí.
Pero te voy a poner a una.
Y eso es algo que he visto de ti, que you know how to balance it. You drink with the clients or you drink with friends when you're DJing y todavía estás y ahí con la next song y todo y hasta estás ya listo con la siguiente song y bien tomada, pero hey, I'm good.
It's crazy. I don't think I should say this on the mic, but I think I DJ better when I'm drunk.
Really?
Yeah. Or at least I do. Or at least maybe I'm one of those guys that, you feel like you dance better when you're drunk. But maybe that, what everybody tells me, because sometimes there's just some parties that you have to match the people's energy. Because you can be sober and some parties are like, you're literally like, a ver, un aplauso para la quinceañera. And they're like,
yeah, así, yeah, despacito.
I'm like, damn, like, give her a goddamn applause, man. Like, you came for a reason.
La comida.
La comida or something. I don't know, por el pastel, no sé qué. But they don't applaud. And there's parties like that where you feel like, damn, I know I'm going to need a beer today. Or I'm going to need a shot or something because this party's heavy. And then all of a sudden, you match and the energy just blows up. It's crazy. And I'm not saying that you need it. It's just sometimes it's like you have to match their energy.
Yeah.
Just sometimes.
I'm guessing the clients también te van a ofrecer tequila, like to send a message like, hey,
we're going to get on the comments a bunch of stuff DJs watch. I already know.
Really?
Like, we don't drink on the job. We got to be professional. Man, come on. I mean, come on, man, bro. Honestly, I would believe that, but man, I've been around for this business so long that I know that the reason they hire me is because they want to get drunk with me.
Yeah.
So I've had clients already, and I think I had to stop it because people were buying me bottles. They were just bringing me bottles. Ya te tengo tu botella. Like, dame el dinero que botella.
Hey, ¿verdad?
Ya tengo una colección en la casa de botellas. Give me I literally could go sell bottles.
Wow.
Because they used to bring, era algo que I think that even Fotomundo, they're like, nomás cómprale una botella.
Hey. Ellos instigating para quedarse con la bottle.
I was like, no. You give me a tip or something.
Sí.
That bottle, how much the bottle cost you? $60? I don't know.
Todo el mundo ya sabe. Ay, le van a regalar 2 botellas. Hey, listos porque ahí las va a dejar después de trabajo.
And then they give me decorated bottles. They say numbers of quinceañeras. Actually, I got like 3 or 4.
Oh, those are nice.
Those are nice. I keep those.
What's the coolest gift you've ever gotten, like from clients en quinceañeras o bodas?
A Ferrari.
¡Hala!
No, I mean, a tip. I had a guy, he tipped me, you're not going to believe me, but he tipped $1,500.
Whoa.
He tipped $1,500. Like, whoa. I was like, wow, okay. I don't know if he was drunk. I hope he don't see this. He owe me $1,500. But yeah, I've gotten tips like that. gifts. They give me bottles. They give like little sandals. I don't know. They give stuff to you. But no, it's really money. The money that they have gave.
Wow. What's the most amount of people you've ever DJ before? Like, what kind of a event have you DJ that's big?
I've been in crowds. Like I tell you, I've been in crowds from 10 people to like 3,000 people. Well, just our in our energy, we did the 20 years of Fotomundo. There was 3,000 people there.
Damn.
So there was 3,000 people there. So I mean, I've been in big crowds of 5,000. And been small crowds, man. I've been in everything, but I go in there with the same energy, the same mentality. And I think that's what has gave me the business that I have today, that the people are like, man, you don't care if you're in front of 5 people, in front of 15, in front of 400. I do the same thing. I give it my all. And I try, there's tactics that DJs do that I do to make the crowds get up. Because it's sometimes kind of depressing. I mean, when you see a quinceañera sad and there's only 30 people in the salon.
Oh, I've seen that.
And the salon is like 300. Like you have to know, like, man, these clients paid $1,500. I mean, like 15,000. Sorry, yeah. 1,500. 15,000 for the quinceañera para que estén deprimidas ahí. No, I go in there and and we'll go and start having shots with them. We'll party with them. One time we were in a party in Pasadena. I'm gonna put Talia under the bus on this one.
Talia is
part of los Elizaldes, la familia Elizalde. They had Pasadena, and there was literally, like, kid you not, like 15 people there, and the quinceañera was really depressed. She's like, JR, let's go have some shots with the customers, and because they had an open bar, they had bought a lot. I don't know what had happened that they didn't have a lot of people, and we literally sacrificed ourselves because we got tipsy that night, and they had the time of their life. They had the time of their life just because we went in there, and that's something about the company of Fotomundo that I do see in them. They're gonna make your event like the most funnest, craziest like event ever. They're gonna make sure you have a good time, and you go in there. That's why they've been in business so long, for 20 years, and now I want to say the biggest franchise in salon history.
I see that they keep getting new venues and new venues and new venues.
I don't know if you saw the commercial, but there's something coming up soon.
A new one, todavía. I think I already know. Yeah, we already we talked a little.
Wait, you didn't hear it in Cotorreo.
Puro Cotorreo. You mentioned them a lot. So what's the history with Fotomundo y DJ Junior? How did that relationship start? Did you start working with them? Did you have any type of business tied with Fotomundo, or how's that?
Yeah, well, my title now is that I'm in charge of a good percentage of their DJs. I'm in charge of most of their DJs. I go in there and I sit down with like the customers, and I look at what customers are in the salones. Tell me, okay, they have the events, and I go in there and put the DJs in there for them, and I study what kind of party it is. And I do. But our history, man, we have more than 15 years. I started with them, and believe it or not, you probably won't believe it, but I started doing their Christian events because I started as a Christian DJ.
What?
Yes, as a Christian DJ.
What?
Yeah, I know you don't believe that. But
I actually don't. I mean, you're like ¿cómo te digo? You're like Barney of DJs. Like no. you stand out.
No,
like
me mandaste, me acabas de matar, compadre. Barney, you could have said somebody.
I'm saying Barney because he's purple and like he stands out. Like doing un Christian.
I love you.
Not in a bad way, but I'm saying like you stand out, like you look fun and everything. Y pues Christian.
Yeah, no.
Cafecito y pan, cafecito y pan.
Well, Omar met me doing a Christian event, and when he met me.
Well, no hate to Christian events. We've been to many, and I love the people there.
Yeah.
But it's like different. The vibe is way different than regular events.
And actually, Christian DJs work more. Because you got to play games with them. And you got to integrate stuff, making the crowds, because they don't dance. They don't drink. So, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a party. So Omar saw me doing, because I come from a Christian background. I was born and raised in church. So when I came, and I'm a drummer. That's how I got into the music business.
So you started through church in not choir.
No, in the band. I used to play in the band. Yeah. I was drumming for the band, and then I played for several bands and stuff like that. And then, well, when you grow up and then you get married and stuff like that. Well, you're like, hey, what am I gonna do? Well, I can't just be traveling with bands and stuff because you have a family now. You got kids and whatnot. So, at the time I was like, you know what? I want to become a DJ. And I was like, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to become a DJ because I love music and I want to be around music. And I was like, maybe I could be around bands and I can every now and then, and you'll see me like, and they'll tell you that when a band comes, man, JR parece una cosa. And I want to clear it. I'm JR, not Junior, because there's another DJ. Ya me regañaron. Like, hey, man, that's my name.
Él mismo se está disparando en el pie.
I have to, 'cause he's a good homeboy of mine. He's like, I'm Junior. I was like, okay, I'm JR.
Wait. Entonces, Junior or JR?
I'm JR, DJ JR.
Oh, wait, I was saying it wrong?
Yeah, you did.
Pues no me corregiste, cabrón. DJ JR. Oh,
yeah.
It's because I see Junior and I'm like,
because everybody does call me Junior. Like everybody, because I didn't have a DJ name. I'm telling you, I came from the Christian background and I worked with another company and I worked under his name. Oh. So when I came into Fotomundo, I didn't have a name. I didn't have a DJ name. And then everybody was like, well, you're Junior. Okay. Well, then just call him DJ JR. Oh. That's Junior. So that's how my name came about. I didn't even name myself. They named me. Oh. So yeah, they named me. They were like, okay, JR. So DJ JR. I was like, okay. Which now it's kind of hard because like people in Spanish they can't say JR. It's really. And they always say Junior.
Yeah, I struggle,
They're like,
that's how I was like.
Junior.
Junior.
Junior. But there's another DJ Junior.
Hey, shout out to DJ Junior.
Yeah, shout out to him. He works with our company too.
Pues mira, ya.
That's why.
Son del mismo palo y se están peleando con
No. It's funny, but every DJ fights for their name. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
It's because what's the criteria for a name? Like what are you looking for? Something short, something vibrant, something long, something modern?
Man, something that honestly I don't even think it's the name. I think it's what you make of the name. Because, and I'll mention a couple of my friends that they're DJs and they make names for themselves. Like I just played with DJ Gecko. Like Gecko, the name is not, but what he made it, and shout outs to him, DJ Gecko, is what he made with the music. It's not, it's like DJ Pirata.
Oh, sí, Sonido Pirata.
Sonido Pirata. I mean, you're not gonna, it's not Pirata, come on. I mean, it's what he made of the music and what he did. That's what's gonna make you known. Not so much your name.
Sonido Pirata, sorry. Él toca... Sonidero, sí, sonidero.
Estilo de F.
De F, sí.
And they talk to the whole song.
Sí.
Yeah, so.
That's basically how I put together Puro Cotorreo because I love sonidero, I like la huepa, todo eso me encanta. Y mi familia, pues mi mamá es como chilanga, pues es chilanga.
Órale, de leve.
Sí, y todos me dicen, pinche chilango, hablas igual que los chilangos. Pero también tienes familia en San Luis, entonces...
Okay. No, I love the F and beautiful, man.
Yeah? You've been there many times? Or?
I love, man. And you know what? Honestly, people talk about New York, bro, but Mexico City is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
No le envidia nada a New York City.
Tiene todo, culture, food,
El ambiente, bro.
Ambiente.
And los bailes, todo. I mean, everything. Just the food on itself. I think one time I went, as a matter of fact, I went with Omar. Y los fuimos a comer unos tacos de canasta. No, nos acabamos unos 30 cada quien. The guy was like, asustado. We finished his whole basket. Así de papa. No, hombre, bro. It was...
Ate that map. You're gonna get me in trouble with Omar. Va a decir que lo estás tachando. Well, Omar.
No, de Fotomundo. Yeah.
Sí. Oh, okay. We're the same Omar that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, el hermano Luz Elizalde. Okay,
sí,
okay. Pues pobre Omar, ya te tachó acá de.
No, he's good. He's mi compadre. Yeah, he's Jesse's compadre.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so, no, I mean, I've been with the company for a long time. We started off as a Christian DJ, and then, I talked to him, and I tell him, man, I would love to. My dream, because my dad's dream was always to own a reception hall. That was my dad's dream. And I talked to him one day I told him my story. And we would always go play, and we would go play. We were very detailed as a DJ. We'd be seeing stuff. Even in the hall, we were fixing curtains and stuff like that. and the guy, Omar, was like, man, he's fixing this stuff here in the hall, and it's not even his hall. Imagine what would he do if he had a hall. So one day, I'll never forget, I was like, man, my dream is to own a reception hall. And he said, really? So he invited me. He's like, hey, man, come over here to this address. I want you to meet me there. And when I went, he showed me what is now called Regional. Yeah, they retired the place. They, ya tiene muchos años que it's just there. But we went in there, and he's like, he showed me around. It was at the time, it was like, it was a hall, and then they closed it. So it had been closed for many years. So le faltaba mucho trabajo. Like, when a place closes, it smells old and stuff like that. You gotta renew it. And he showed me, he's like, what do you think? I was like, it looks nice. It's a lot of work. He's like, well, what do you think? I was like, it's good. He's like, what do you think if you would run it? And I was like, for me, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. What do you mean? I mean, I don't got, how much are you going to charge me? How much? Stuff like that. He's like, hey, you know what? Don't worry about that. I was like, what do you think? And I was like, man, let me, I don't know. I was shocked, bro. I was just shocked. And he gave me the shot. He gave us the shot at the time. And from there, we went from Regional, and they saw what we did because.
So you started the reception business. He gave you the opportunity with that venue that was by itself and everything.
Mm-hmm. He did. And, there were certain rules. I'm not going to say everything, but there were certain rules, that we had to follow and stuff, but we still had to be under the company. We were going to have the business, but we're still going to go by the rules of Fotomundo, which is their food, their services, their vendors, their stuff like that. So, but we started selling contracts. So I grabbed my whole 401k at the time because I was still in a regular job. Oh. I was still at a regular job.
What were you working on?
At the time, I was working at a roofing material place. So, yeah.
Selling or installing?
No, selling the material. And I would work in the warehouse as a forklift and, selling sometimes inside, stuff like that.
I was going to guess that because no te ves nada morenito.
No, but I would go up there sometimes. Man, that was crazy. My respects for roofers. You go up there and it's like 100, and like the other day was 102. Up there it's probably like 105, and your shoes will melt if you wear the wrong shoes. Yeah. But no, my respect. Those guys go up there with the shingles on their thing, and they climb up the ladder with nothing.
So you're at this job, you've been there for maybe some time, and you have your 401k. They give you the opportunity. They tell you, hey, this is how much you need to get in, or this is how much we're going to invest in it together.
And at the time, I was already starting to run their DJs.
Oh, okay.
So I started doing their DJs because the company at the time, they didn't have, they were struggling to find DJs. Because that's the thing. There's a lot of DJs out there, but there's hardly any good ones. Like, it's just, a DJ, everybody's like, oh, I'm a DJ, but.
Everyone's starting out or something?
Yeah, I guess. Or I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of just DJs out there, but they're not good DJs. Or they're not every DJ's for you. There's DJs for bars. And a bar DJ, is not going to DJ a wedding or a quinceañera. I've had DJs come up there where they're like, oh, my friend's a DJ. Okay, he DJs at this bar. All right. And then they come in here. Here's the presentation. Oh, I don't talk on the mic.
Oh, no es animador.
No, they don't do the presentations.
Wow.
They just play music. And I'm like, oh, you see, that's what I'm talking about. You got to make sure that you know what your DJ does.
Pues imagínate DJ is like, hola, estamos aquí en la quinceañera de Rubí.
No, and it's been like that. I have people that, I've heard like, oh my God, their voice is not like that, Not everybody has, even me.
Ay, cálate.
No.
Hey, estamos aquí en Puro Cotorreo.
No, but I can make my voice like that, but it hurts me sometimes. It's sorts. But in our EQ, you can EQ your voice a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, you can make it sound like that, but some people are like, man, on the mic you sound crazy. It's like, well, I have EQ. Now there's DJs out there that have it natural. There's DJs that have it natural. My respects to them, but we go in there with EQ and stuff, and we fill it out.
Basically, kind of like auto-tune, but for DJs.
Yeah, because it doesn't just come out. We can do it as deep as I can. Bienvenidos, damas y caballeros. Aquí vamos a.
But doing it all night.
But all night, it's gonna mess you up, and eventually, I've been doing it for so long, it hurts. Like now on the weekends, I literally have to rest my voice 3 days to recuperate because it's not. Even right now, it sounds sore, but I work from Thursday to Sunday. So, and every night I'm doing that. So,
that's how long it takes me too, because I sing karaoke and stuff like that. Y especially si.
Are you being serious?
Sí, canta tantito.
Where do you karaoke at?
At home.
Oh, que
like por la casa.
Yo pensé que like at a restaurant.
See, sometimes I mean, we used to go to restaurants and karaoke,
really?
yeah, because that's how I started singing and stuff.
You need to go on Sunday. I'll put you on the mic on Sunday.
No, pues yo sí, yo en caliente ahí caigo. ¿Cómo se llama el lugar?
Vida Mariscos.
Vida Mariscos.
Shout out. Shout out to them.
Pero Webster,
yeah.
Southside?
Going towards 45 Galveston.
Yeah, me
that's the newest one. Well, there's a bunch of them, but that's the newest one, the newest location.
Pero la gente va para allá.
Oh, yeah, it's packed, bro. Like last Sunday, estaba hasta la madre.
Pues, you're going to catch me there then on Sunday.
Yeah, Sunday.
Oh, I'm really going to go. Sunday, we don't have anything going on.
We start at 5. We from 5.
Oh, yeah, we do have something.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Es la cosa que a veces siempre estamos ocupados.
See, especially event industry. I guess that's a good way to segue into how work-life balance. How's that been? Like, are you married?
No, I'm not. I'm not married. I'm not married right now.
Has it played a role, like DJing? Does it take a toll?
A little bit on the family. Like let's say, if you want to be a DJ, it's a beautiful, beautiful industry. It's a beautiful life, but there's a lot of sacrifices you got to make. But I think with every job that you have or every business that you have, there's going to be sacrifices. So something that you're going to be, where you're going to be, but you have to sacrifice. What does that mean? Sometimes you're going to miss a wedding. Like last weekend, I had to be in Matamoros. There was a wedding. My cousin got married. I didn't go. Everybody went, but I didn't go. Sometimes you'll miss birthday parties. Sometimes you'll miss carne asadas. I used to have a school of DJs, and that's one guy. He was a really good DJ. And then he was like, I would have been, hey, okay, I'll wait for you Saturday so you can come. Because, I mean, being in the class is one thing, but being live is another thing. And he was like, oh, well, I can't Saturday because I have a carne asada with those compadres. And like, well, you got to forget. If you want to be a DJ, you got to forget about carne asadas. You got to forget about, quinceañeras and weddings that are not, and it sucks. Now, later on, you can start making your schedule. And if they tell you what time, of course, if they tell you what time. Sometimes it is, but, man, in the way my business is that I have so many events, and if I can't get a DJ, because in the summertime, right now it's prime time. There's events everywhere, and DJs are booked everywhere. So everybody and their mama has a gig on Saturday. So it's hard for me to go to an event of my family because, the DJs are busy. So I have to go do the job sometimes. I have to go do it. And that's the sacrifice.
Si alguien te sale con que, hey, like this weekend I can't go because of this. Like luego lo tachas como, hey, he's unreliable kind of thing, or?
No. I have my main DJs. I got like about 6 main DJs that are in my circle that are always constantly working. And they know that they can't, they're working with me full time. So every weekend they have a gig. Every Saturday they have a gig. Ellos no promueven, no nada. Then I have the outside circle where I call them every now and then because these are busy, so I need more. And I'm like, hey guys, are you available? And they're like, yay, no, or whatever. And that's my outside circle. And then I got an outside circle that it's like, man, I don't know.
These are iffy.
These are not, they're iffy. It's just they're harder to reach. And then some of them, they can be iffy. And then you can put yourself in a risk of you don't know what he's going to do. So, but I try to have friends And other salones that I have friends they run other salones as well, and we stay in contact. We help each other. Like he'll tell me I need a DJ. Can you lend me one? And I lend him, and we lend each other DJs. Like because they work for us. So that's how we work and we help each other. But man, it can be tough sometimes. Sometimes it can be because sometimes in one weekend, Fotomundo can have all venues full. And right now we're 13. We're 13 venues.
For those that don't know who Fotomundo is, they're a really good friend of ours as well. And they're a chain of photographers, venues, cakes, and they work alongside Azteca Taco House. So that's a lot of the catering también. So it's like a free ad for them. You're welcome. They're like, I didn't even need it. Pinche Puro Cotorreo, me lo paso por acá.
No, man. No, they're really cool, man. They're really humble family.
Oh yeah, I love them.
From immigrant family, man. Immigrant family. They started in a flea market, and from a flea market they blew up.
Hey, no digas immigrant family porque luego
they're illegal now. They're illegal now, but they started like people. La gente que cree que nomás porque no tiene papeles no pueden hacer nada, eso es falso.
Oh yeah.
You wake up every morning and you put your pants on just like everybody else. I mean, that's just it. You make changes. You direct your life how you want to. You're not. No vas a dejar porque no tienes papeles, vas a dejar que eso te impide hacer las cosas.
Exactamente.
So, entonces you need to know that hey, todos aquí, así como te pones tú los pantalones, yo me los pongo también. En así como le eches ganas tú si vas a tener esa mentalidad, forget about it. It's never going to happen. Pero si te pones con una mentalidad bien prendida y dices, voy a hacer un cambio en mi vida, en el cambio de mi generación, en el cambio de mi familia, and then you're going to do it. You just got to be hungry. You got to be hungry, man.
They have a really inspiring story. Soon, pues I wanted to invite a certain someone over here, pero me dijo, I want to be like the 11th or 12th or whatever. Sí, bien. Y ahora le dio, they have their own podcast.
Ya cuando ya estés bien famoso, ya.
Sí, ya. Sí. No, pues ya para qué.
That's why I was like, I had to grab my first time. Ya no me vas a invitar.
No, aquí todos están invitados. Especially if I've ever drank with you, like I don't like there's very little amount of people that I even trust to even drink. Like Maria knows I don't drink with strangers. I only drink with customers, with close friends que son como unos tres.
And you don't drink with all the customers, I mean, because I've seen you.
No, right now I don't really go out anymore to the events that we do.
Yeah.
But back then sí nos invitaban a, hey, tómate esto, y ahora pues con ustedes, con todo el grupo que hemos hecho de colegas, amigos en esta industria, I mean, I've had such a good time with with you guys que I consider everyone like a friend,
family.
A family.
Yeah. That's the vibe they bring, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I've been working with them so long, just because the way they function, the way they do their business, it's something that, and that's, you want to feel in family when you're doing in business. It's hard to find, especially now in this day and age, to find somebody with a business like that. And that's just a pro tip for anybody that's an entrepreneur, anybody that's trying to do their business, they're beginning their business. Get around people that are going to build you up. Get around people that know more than you. If you know more than all your friends, you're in the wrong circle, bro. If all your friends go to you for advice, you need to get out of that circle.
Valiste. Sí, porque a nosotros nos ha pasado, pues a mí me ha pasado. When I was starting and I was blowing up, my account was like at 5,000, and then it shot up to like 30,000. I'm over here trying to figure out a way to how to pay bills and stuff like that. Yeah. Y la gente, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? Like, dude, I'm looking for someone that's going to teach me how to grow my business and this and that. Y me sentí bien solo, pero ya cuando empecé a relacionarme con todos, dije, no, pues hay que dejar a todos estos atrás, because they're just going to bring you down. And it's not a bad thing. You know, you have to let go of people that are negative or that are not useful. Because in this world, either you're useful or you're not.
Yeah.
And you bring in value, and you're good. You're gonna like be in a circle with people that build you up, just like you say.
Yeah, no, it's like that. And not only that, I've learned to, man, my phone rings a lot.
Mentiras, ahorita no,
bro, ahorita lo tengo en silent, bro. But porque te llena, cuando you're in this industry, bro, and you're in parties and you're in clubs and you're in with bands. I've been with pretty big bands. People tend to like, oh, I can get in a club because of him, or I can get in this quinceañera because of him, or whatnot. I mean, people, it's strange how people try to use you.
Oh, yeah.
They try to use you.
What's the worst situation you've been in que, hey, güey, like, ya como que es la quinta vez que me pides por la botella que me regalan cada vez los clientes?
Nah, bro, I've been in situations where they just literally DM me and they tell me this sob story like, hey, I know I haven't talked to you in a long time, but I'm struggling. I was like, shit, I'm struggling too.
Yeah.
But they're like, man, if you can help me out with this amount of money, I was like, bro, like, I mean, that's why I honestly stopped answering. Like, if it's not gonna bring me like some type of good vibe, or because it's not all about money, you know. Sometimes it's about, you know, if it's gonna benefit you in physically, mentally, spiritually, economically, you know. Like, you know, I have people come out to me and they're like, man, I have this big event. Can you donate your time to come DJ? And I'm pretty sure you've been there as the photo booth, man. Am I touching?
Hey, don't touch a topic that you don't want to, you know, be involved in. Porque ahorita arrasamos con todos los influencers que, hey, I'll give you exposure.
Yeah, there you go. No, yeah, I had it one the other day. And that's the thing. It's crazy, especially family. You know, I love my family, but, you know, I had a cousin the other day. I had been in reception ball business for that long. And then the cousin was like, man, I just found out you know, you used to own a reception hall. I was like, where'd you live under a rock or what? I mean, what the hell you been for the past 15 years? I've been doing this industry this is what I do. It's like, oh yeah, but you know, I don't need to get on social media. I was like, wow. I was like, you talk to somebody, man. I mean, like, but it's just because when somebody wants something from you, you know, like, you know,
it's their intention.
Their intention. Like, you know, they had that lady. She was like, oh, this is, you know, some important people are going to be in this event, but if you could donate your time, and I have no problem with doing that. And I learned this from one of our good friends, Pablo Elizondo. I don't know if you know who he is, DJ Centro.
No.
He used to tell me this. It's like, it's okay to donate your time. It's okay to donate, but at our point right now, los tiene que beneficiar a los dos. ¿Sí me entiendes? If it benefits you, go for it. Do it. Why? Because it's going to benefit you. And there's nothing wrong with and in DJ, especially at the beginning of their career, yeah, you have to donate. I used to work for free. I used to go to parties and, hey, man, you need a DJ? No, man, I ain't got no money. Don't worry. I do it for free. Yeah, because you need exposure. You know, you need things to go out there and put yourself out there. But there comes to a point where, like, you don't need that anymore. Is it going to help you? Is it going to benefit you? Is it going to help you grow? You know, and if it does, you know, hell yeah, let's do it. But if it's not, you know, don't hate me because I said no.
Yeah.
You know, and I have to tell friends no sometimes. I'll be like, no, bro, I can't do it, you know. And then my cousin was like, well, you did my cousin's quinceañera for free. That was like 15 years ago, bro.
No, y aparte hay gente que pues no te habla en 15 años y en 15 y hasta ahora quiere mandarte un saludo de que they're so proud of you.
No, deja buena salud, bro. Yeah, you know what? If I had each friend on my Instagram promote, con eso fuera suficiente. Sí. A share, man.
Sí.
Give us a share. Puro Cotorreo. Share it, man. Share DJ JR. Just with that, it's more, I'm happy.
Yeah. I'm going to know it's obvious that you're sharing all my stuff back to back and you want something from me, but at least you shared, you know? Yeah. At least I'm going to take you in consideration.
Yeah, maybe. But that's what I'm saying, that people are like that, and it's sad. It's sad that there are, but you have to step back for a little bit and just analyze, if the person, because I have friends out there that do share. Like right now, I got into Vida Marisco and they're sharing, and they do it without even me telling them. So, what am I gonna do? I'm like, damn, this person got my back no matter what. And I had another friend, because I get tired of tagging. I get tired, and I think sometimes it's like I don't want to tag so much because I feel like people get annoyed. So, and that's why I separated my Facebook. If you notice my Facebook's under Juan Treviño.
Okay.
It's not under DJ JR, because on my family, I used to be like, look, my Facebook is for my family. I post my kids, whatever, my family, my cousins, my mom, my dad, whatever. And Instagram, it's a personal thing. It's not more of a business thing. It's not a personal. I'm sorry, not a personal. It's more of a business thing. So I promote where I'm gonna be at, where I'm gonna DJ. Because my cousins used to get frustrated, like, dude, every day. You're not posting nothing. I don't know nothing about you. I know about where you're going to be, what club, what bar, what hall or whatever, but I don't know about you. And I was like, all right, well, that's why you got, Facebook. That's why you got me on Snapchat. You got me there, and I'll try to promote there my personal things. But honestly, man, my social media for me is just business. I really don't got no time.
Same here.
Yeah, what was the last time you sat down and watched TV?
I haven't watched TV, like real TV or Netflix and stuff like that.
Real TV.
Real TV, no, I haven't. I haven't even turned on Channel 45. I don't even know if they're still, in business.
Dude, I didn't know about Raul Brindis wasn't on the radio.
Oh yeah,
I barely found that out not too long ago. It's sad, but yeah. But then now he came up with the thing. But that's what I'm saying. We don't have time. So.
You know what happened there? I think he said something. I think he got in trouble or something. That's why they kicked him out. También. I think. I don't want to start rumors or anything like that. But ya pasó.
Yeah, he's on his own radio already. But I don't know. I used to see Karaturki a lot.
Oh, see.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's a DJs too.
Yeah, I saw him at La Fontaine. Mm-hmm. I was like, este güey suena igualito al de el radio.
Yeah.
Y but they don't make that much then in the radio.
No, bro. Honestly, radio people don't make that much. They make a lot because they get promoted. They get, like, people know who they are. And when they get events on the outside, ahí es donde cobran.
Oh.
Ahí es donde, like, okay, ya me salió una tocada. That's really why DJs get in the radio. They don't pay a lot. They sometimes are even they're donating their time.
Wow.
Yeah. Even like the clubs don't pay a lot either. But if you're in a famous club and people hear that DJ, they want that DJ. Oh, I want that guy for my wedding, or I want that guy. And that's where the money comes in when, for promotion.
Dang, clubs don't pay for anything then, because if the DJ, most of the time it's kind of like almost free because they want to donate their time or whatever, or that person wants to be attached to this big club, they're not paying for that. The girls, obviously they get tipped or whatever. I'm pretty sure they're not like hourly. And then the bartenders, they're tipped también.
And then they share tips. You have to pay the bars, like say the waiters, right? They got to pay the bartender for making the drinks.
Wow.
And they got to pay the busboy for washing all those cups. Yeah, in restaurants too. I found that out when I worked, because I work for Vida Mariscos, but they're part of Los Cucos.
Oh, I know.
They're part of Los Cucos and another Brazilian steakhouse. So I made good friends there with a lot of them, and I started hearing they don't get paid a lot of money. They get paid minimum wage for them. Well, not even minimum wage. They get paid a lower than minimum.
But that's where things change. The tipping sometimes is really freaking good.
Yeah.
Those girls and those bartenders, if they're really good, con esa labia, hey.
Yeah.
But ya sé lo que quieres.
If I was a bartender or if I was a waiter, forget about it, man.
Yeah.
I'd be making good tips, man.
You'll be like, hey, aquí, señora, aquí.
Go to them old ladies. You gotta get in trouble.
Pero dices que no estás casado.
No, casado no, pero sí estoy con alguien.
Pero...
Sí tengo mi novia.
Pero how's that like? How's love? What's ¿Qué cuenta Cupido? ¿Que te anda molestando aquí?
No, she's really cool. She's born and raised here, but her family background is from Guanajuato.
Wow.
I think it's San Luis in Guanajuato.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but yeah, man,
What does DJ JR look for in a woman? Like, I know you already got your girl, pero what is it that DJs?
You're making me blush.
What is it that DJs looking to? Because I'm pretty sure you can't be with whoever.
La pregunta del billón.
You can't be with whoever, right? Porque they need to know that you're not available 100% of the time. You're a business owner. You're a DJ. Estás tomando most of the time. So they got to be prepared for all that.
Ya me calmaron de la tomada. De eso sí te voy a decir. Ya no. I mean, I drink every now and then, but I'm not like drinking all the time anymore. Because ya me enfrenaron. Because she goes to the gym every day. Every day.
Dang,
yeah.
You got a ¿cómo se llama? Una gym baddie?
Yeah, she goes to the gym every day. She actually puts me into shame sometimes, but she got me back into the gym.
And no, that's good. No, we need shame because I need someone to shame me real good so I can get a six-pack.
No, bro. It's because, I mean, no vas a estar con un supermodel or whatever and tú bien aquí, bien, flojo, bien gordo.
Slug, yeah.
No, I mean, you know, so, yeah, she doesn't even, it's crazy because our worlds are totally different. She doesn't like to go to the clubs. She doesn't like partying. She likes to stay at home with the kids and stuff like that. Like she will go every now and then, but that's not her scene. But that's the thing, that sometimes you have to find alguien que te enfrene. Because like when I was single, I was well, single life, you're running from here.
Popping bottles, everything.
Partying every day, But yeah, no, it's but you come to, especially me, I'm already estoy mayor, so tienes que sentar cabeza, ¿verdad? You have to find somebody that's really going to take care of you in the good and the bad.
Also, you got you a young guy.
No, she's young. I'm not gonna say
as soon as you said young,
you gotta put the juicy. You want the juicy?
But no, you say young.
She's young.
So I was about to say, like, damn, JR over here is getting himself a 25-year-old. So when he's 80, yeah.
Nah,
like, lleva el home donde fuiste.
No, I don't like honestly, because pues uno con su edad, like, you start noticing that you can't get a young person because they're not going to understand you in a certain way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you'll be like, oh, we'll be talking about something totally different, and these young people, these young girls or whatever, they're talking about something totally different. We can't relate. Like, I'll be like, man, remember when we used to listen to this? Remember we used to go here? Remember Astroworld? Like,
you feel lonely.
Yeah,
like you start...
She's like, the girls now be like, oh, Astro, what's in there had his concert?
Some people died in the concert. They got suffocated.
No, I'm not going to laugh about that. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the way they remember Astro. No, we remember going in the rides and the Texas Cyclone and the Viper. And you probably don't even know what the hell I'm talking about.
I'm with those
girls.
That's
what I'm talking about. You're like the young girl. I can't.
Yeah. Ya me voy a poner peluca acá.
Hey, si tienes dinero, no hay pedo.
And this mic is getting on my nerves.
Yeah. No, man, that's something, and then you gotta have that person. And I always say this, man, and this goes to any guy, any girl out there. Marrying a person is not gonna mean anything. Having kids is not gonna mean anything. The person that changes for you, the person that makes changes and really be like is honest, and that's the person that you really have to stay for. It's gonna be there in the good and the bad. The girl that I'm talking to now, and she see me in my low point, she see me in my high point, and she's been there. So it's something that that you have to really watch for, and something that you have to pay attention to. And if you get along with that person, you have to get along with the person. Yeah. If you don't get along with the person, because let's get real. Like, because people are, the sex was good. What happens when you get old and
Oh, yeah.
that's gone? You know, you're only gonna have that charisma of the person. You're only gonna have that getting along, the person that made you laugh.
Yeah, exactly. Only the memories are the ones that you have at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Unless you buy Bluetooth. Yeah.
But yeah, but you know, even women, they go to a point where they, man, they don't, you know. But it's just that's just something you have to realize, that you got to get along with that person.
Oh yeah.
And you have to be somewhat, you know, like, and that's just on a personal note, not on anybody. It doesn't function synced with that person, because, you know, if you're with a person that's totally different, vamos a decir que you're with a white guy and you're Mexican, you're gonna right off the bat, and I'm not saying it won't function, but right off the bat, culture-wise, y'all different. You know, you want to be listening to Chente, you know,
and the guy
Ramon Ayala, and homeboy's gonna be wanting to listen to Gar Brooks, and right off the bat, and then you're gonna be wanting tacos, and homeboy's gonna they like white people like Mexican food, but
yeah, but they get the hard shell tacos and stuff.
Yeah. They get that taco. They think Taco Bell.
Yeah, I think that's the prime Mexican food.
Yeah, no, but so there's a difference, bro. There's a difference there. So you have to right off the bat know that person and you are like right on it. Like you sync together. Y'all make each other laugh.
And some people these days, they want to find, especially I'm talking about young people, because I hear a lot of people like talking about horoscopes and this and that. They want to match that same. They want an exact image of themselves and the other person. And I think, what do you think about that? Because I think that you should find someone that's a little bit opposite of you, but still has a lot of things in common in you, just not exactly the same as you. Because if you guys are both party people, van a chocar. If you both are too smart, van a chocar. I'm not saying you don't get with someone down or something like that, pero
you can dominate.
Pero, you know, you guys are going to bump heads big time.
That happens with women a lot. They want to dominate them.
Oh, yeah. They got a lot of dumb guys. Y'all women are smart. I see this.
I heard one time a girl told me, because, you know, being a DJ, you talk to a lot of women, bro. So they're like, I want a guy that I could just dominate, like a little puppy. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not the man for you. Over there with somebody else. So like, no, that's why I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't care. But it's just like they want to dominate. I was like, well, there's women like that. There's women like that. But hay para todos. Hay para todos, because there's men that like that.
To get dominant, yeah.
And if you got a Latin woman, if you got a Mexican woman, especially, ya valió madre.
Yeah.
You're gonna get dominated.
Mexican in particular, you know, I've had friends from all types of places, y siempre sale la conversación de que la mexicana sale tóxica.
Nah.
Pero most of the time they're talking about tóxica, pero like in the way de que no les va a pasar las cosas, like, you know, like, si tú haces una pendejada aquí, no te va a dejar pasar eso.
No, but that's the thing. Esa es la cosa que tú las haces tóxicas, bro.
Oh. Like
me as a DJ, you know, at the beginning it was kind of tough, but you know, she learned that if I give her the trust, si tú le pones algo en el camino, pues claro. If you give her doubt, forget it. Ya valió madre. Mm-hmm. You as a man, especially in my industry, it's hard to find a woman. Why? Because the first thing they think about DJ, nah, hombre, eres mujeriego, siempre estás con viejas que están borrachas. And it's true. God damn it, it's true.
She got my ass.
It is so goddamn true. But it's in the man, bro. Honestly, it's in the man. And going back to what you were saying, you built each other. Yeah. You want to look for your 100. You want to look because you're looking from a 1 through 10, and you're trying to find that 10. You're never going to find that 10. You got to make the 10. You got to mold somebody to your way, and they got to mold you. Mm-hmm. Well, you mold each other. That's what I'm talking about, changing. Now, if you're not willing to pay the price, you're going to be a prideful person on your, you know, on the way you are, and this is the way I am, y nadie me va a cambiar, ni, you know, forget about it. Te vas a quedar solo. Because at the end of the day, you know, you have to be like, I always compare everybody like palm trees. You got to bend. You got to know how to bend with the storm. Palm trees are hurricane force. They don't care. They don't go down because they bend. We have to bend. And you have to, okay, it's not your way. It's not my way. We got to meet in the middle. And then from there, we're going to go on. And then whatever it is. It can be an argument. It can be even going to restaurants, man, because it's funny how all these TikTok and Instagram things you see, like, what do you want to eat? Whatever you want. No, let me know. Because
I always tell Mario, man, like, don't ask me that question. Just feed me whatever. Si vas a cocinar, no es de que te voy a decir que no. No voy a comer los tacos de frijoles con bistec o lo que sea que me hiciste. Ya te dio hambre. Ya.
Los labios. Está dando hambre, compadre.
Pero, ¿sabes? Like, women have to make... Well, also, I mean, we don't have a woman's perspective right now, pero, like, obviously women have to, you know, bend a little bit too. You know, sometimes guys, we just want things to be easier for us. Like, and so if you could choose for us, I mean, even better.
But it's because you ask a woman. It's like, why are you asking?
Yeah.
You know, don't ask because what's going to happen is that they're going to take, like, you know, the other day, I was like, okay, what do you want to eat? And it's like, well, whatever you want. And then I say, I want this. No, I don't like the tacos there.
Yeah.
Hijo de la chinga. ¿Para qué me pregunta?
I saw a cheat code on TikTok where you can... I forgot what the guy was doing, but the guy was like... He tricked his girlfriend because he was tired of the question. So what are we going to eat? What are we going to eat? And then the debating. Oh, no, I want Taco Bell. I want McDonald's and this and that. I think... He was like, man, I wish I could pull it up or something like that on the monitor, but we don't have one yet. Pero
what did he want?
I think he tricks her by saying, "No, I don't want Chick-fil-A or something." I guess we'll leave that.
Okay, I got you.
Huh?
What do we?
Oh yeah, that's what he says.
Guess what we're gonna eat today? I like that one.
And then the girl basically, you know, gives the option because that's what she's thinking. And then boom, the dude, yeah. How did you know?
The shit we gotta come up with now.
I know. You gotta be really.
You gotta be smarter than and let's be honest, the women are smart, man. Women are.
Oh yeah, they're intelligent.
They're smart. They're too attention to their emotions.
And that's good. You know, it's good that they're intelligent and all that stuff because this world keeps getting weirder and weirder. And, you know, a lot of people take advantage of women. And we, you know, I'm glad, you know, women have a lot more to say these days porque, you know, coming from a Mexican household, you know, and I guess it was bad for them, you know, like antes solo se quedan en la casa, they couldn't, you know,
say
anything and like pursue their dreams, things like that. Ahorita, pues.
You don't think those are the good years, man? I mean, like.
Yes and no.
Imagínate, mi tío y mi abuelito llegaban bien pedo a la casa, güey. Llegaban pedísimo. Y en vez de regañar, no, en vez de, mijo, ¿quieres algo de comer? ¿Quieres unas tortillas y te echan? Y me like, sí, no, te quito las casitas. No me llegas pedo ahorita en la casa, a ver, que te van a tirar la pinche masa en la cara.
No, ni la masa, güey. Te van a tirar los zapatos, the phone. Like, hey, ¿por qué pusiste esto en el comentario de Facebook?
Yeah, I get it, man. It's just, but, you know, hey, that's good. They have, you know, and I think it makes the world a better place. I think it makes you know, honestly, I don't even know why we don't have a woman president yet. You know, but you know, it's these women out there, man. They become already, you know, and that's why that the women are the way they are because mandan a la chingada los hombres rápido because they're their own business. They make their own money. They stand on their own 2 feet.
Y ahora ayudarme con los biles, mija. Cómprame. Hey, ¿sabes qué? Para mi cumpleaños yo quería esa chain de, ¿sabes qué? O quería ese perfume y ahora sí ya. Ahora sí ya tienes que es. Pero...
Que me compren a mí los regalos ya.
Sí. No, ¿sabes qué? Ese es algo de María que cuando empezamos siempre me tenía un regalo.
Really?
Sí, siempre.
We need to go interview.
Sí. Ahorita ya se le olvida de vez en cuando. A veces no hay para regalos, pero... I mean, you really can't, after 10 years, we've been together 10 years, ya casi no hay nada que regalar.
But here's one for you, because, you know, para mí, I've always been like that. I like los regalos, and I'm just gonna ask you this because, my girl, she gives me gifts. They're not expensive, but they're meaningful, and I use them. And for her, she'll be like, I know this is not expensive, or like what you give me or whatever, but but I use it. I use it. Like the other day, she gave me this Bluetooth speaker. Dude, I use the hell out of that Bluetooth speaker. Or like she'll give me something meaningful. I mean, what do you think is meaningful instead of something that's like whatever?
I don't know. I thought more meaningful is like toilet paper, man. I've been going to the honestly that or a gift card to a restaurant.
I can't let you. No, pero imagínate si te compro una cámara.
Sí.
But eso está
No,
caro,
sabes,
pero
you actually
algo.
guessed it. She gave me a camera one time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when I was first starting, she gave me my first Canon camera.
What?
Y ahí empecé.
Ahí te enamoró.
Me enamoró con eso y I got in debt with Maria, so ya no podía salirme de la relación.
No, bro. No, but that's the thing that it's for me. It's not about the price point of the gift. It's the meaning. Like, oh, I know you're gonna use this or you need this. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh wow, like, dude. I've been with girls that don't give you a goddamn thing. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's not really about the gift. It's like the intention. Porque yo on TikTok I do see a lot of toxic relationships. Like, hey, like the guy comes home. There's a sad story of like a guy coming home. It's his birthday y nadie se acordó de nada. Los hijos pues están en su iPad o están en su celular, lo que sea, y la mujer. Ay, ¿sabes qué? Yo quiero ir al restaurante acá y no se acuerda de
Pero tú no crees que eso. I'm a strong believer que lo que siembras cosechas. Like my kids have never forgot one of my birthdays. Like they it doesn't have to, like I say, one day they made a painting for me, and for them it was like, here, Dad, look. And for me it's like, I was like, a lot of people can make a painting, but they took time to go buy a canvas and to think of what they're going to put on it. For me, that's meaningful. Yeah. And so that's why I see people like that, and I'm like, you know what? But no sembrases, compadre. Like some people don't pay attention to their kids. Like they don't pay attention to it's important, especially when you own your own business, how hard it is to, like right now, I got my little boy, he's sitting outside, and that's
in the lobby, not outside.
No, not outside. Wait, I'm in the lobby. I'm sorry. Inside of the studio, in the lobby. But I mean, lo tengo conmigo para que él mire el ambiente que estoy. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm working and hustling, but I still make time. It's my week with them. So, in summer, that's the way it is. 1 week, yes, 1 week, no.
Oh, lo repartes.
Sí, lo repartimos. Entonces, hey, I got to do my daddy duties, and I go, hey, we're going to go eat. We're going to go have a kolache. We're going to go to the studio, and then from there, we're going to do whatever you want. It's just, lo que sembras, cosechas. Pero si te olvidas de ellos, no, ¿sabes qué? Hoy te voy a tirar allá en la esquina, and whatever. You figure it out. You forget it. Then the kids on their own, or anybody on their own, even a girl, or your wife, or your girlfriend, or whatever, if you do that, va a pasar lo mismo.
Yeah, you're right. Same thing with my parents. My dad también nunca se olvidó un birthday, aunque solo fuera. Siempre nos levantaba a las 6 de la mañana. He was like singing. He was waking up everyone in the house. Hey, hoy es el cumpleaños de Steve. Hay que ir a cantarle. Y yo aquí roncando, y pues todos así en sus pijamas, todos happy birthday. Yeah. Y así hasta que salí de la casa. Y basically, like you're saying, you sow what you plant, and or something like that, no sé.
you sow and you plant, or something like that.
Yeah.
Cosechas. Tú me entiendes, eso.
Pero basically, you reciprocate the intention there. Y muchas families, they like to complain a lot, but they've never really set the stage for any of that to be given back to them.
You have to. You have to make time for your family. And when I mean your family, is your mom and your dad, yeah, también, your siblings, but your family, like, if you're already married, make time for them, make time for your kids. I'm always there. I always try to be there in at school, I go to their plays or I go to their graduations. Or my daughter just graduated from high school, and she's
congrats.
she just graduated from high school, and so now she's going to do her adventure of college, or I think she wants to go to real estate school. Wow. So that's what she's going to work on right now.
You didn't push DJing?
No. I don't ever push my kids, to do anything unless I see, a certain thing. Why? Because at the end of the day, it comes out naturally, man. Honestly, whatever they're going to do, their talents are going to come out naturally. No van a estar, you can push all you want. Now, if you see it, like if, say, Jesse would start singing, my little boy, he starts singing it. I'd be like, hey, he can be a singer. He can be a rapper or whatever, and then I'll pursue that. But then at the end of the day, I don't want it to be like, oh, Dad made me do it. Dad made me do this.
You think it hurts the kid?
No, it doesn't. Everybody's like, look, there goes Selena and Los Dinos.
Selena Quintanilla.
Yeah, Selena Quintanilla. Their father pushed them to become musicians, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they grew up with talent. But he saw the talent first. Remember, a lot of people, they're like, oh, he pushed him. But she started singing, and that's when it clicked in his head. She can sing. She got talent. There it goes. Don't just push your kids because you want them to do something. I want him to be a boxer. But how do you know he's not? How do you know the talent is for him to be a boxer?
he punched him in the face. he dodged.
There's people out there that'll be like, I want my son to be a baseball player. And who's a baseball player in your family? Or have you ever seen him play baseball? So yeah, man, you can't just, you got to see the talent first in them. And then from there, move on. I mean, it's just.
Still thinking about the guy punching the kid.
Aguantó el golpe. Es por eso lo voy a poner.
And boxing classes.
No. And I had my little boy, and he's in jiu-jitsu. And he wanted to be in jiu-jitsu. And so I was like, I didn't want him to be in jiu-jitsu, but I was like, all right, I'm going to take you.
Jiu-jitsu, it's like the MMA stuff that they're doing? Or?
Like karate.
Oh, it's like karate?
It's jiu-jitsu, like a Brazilian karate.
Oh, okay.
Like capoeira and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
So we had a friend that owns a studio, and that's why we put him in there. But and then I was like, okay. Then he got into it. I took him classes. He got punched the first time. And he was like, man, I don't want to go no more. I was like, just because you got punched the first time? He's like, yeah, I don't want to go no more. I was like, no, but that's what jiu-jitsu is. You're getting hit. And he's like, and then I told him, you can't just give up on the first punch. Like, you got to go a couple of times. So he got his ass whooped a couple of times. Oh. And it looks like he might not be doing it too much. But I was like, at least you try. But, yeah, I try not to push my kids. My daughter, she says she wants to, man, she's told me she wants to be so many things, like a ballerina. And we la apoyamos, ¿verdad? Pero al final del día, now she wants to go to real estate.
Hey, that makes money.
That makes money. Man. No, I don't.
And she's already graduated, so she needs really good idea of what she wants to do now.
Yeah, no, I don't push it. And honestly, it don't matter what you do. You can make money in anything, bro. Anything.
Oh, yeah.
Anything. Like, I used to get people laugh at me because I told them I wanted to be a DJ. Because I started in my garage with a little iPad, a little rinky-dinky speaker. And I told people, I'm going to become a DJ. And they're like, what the hell are you going to do with a DJ? What are you going to do with a DJ? I mean, what? And now those people see me now, and they're like, damn. You can become anything. You can make anything a business. So that you in itself, you got to echarle ganas, go out there and go get it. Be hungry, man. And make yourself, like, that's about you guys. I started seeing, and I congratulate you guys on the photo booth.
Thank you.
And because y'all get out there, man, and I think that's the secret. That you gotta be louder than anybody else, because there's a lot of photo booths out there, honestly.
So many.
There's so many as DJs. There's so many.
You probably even have one too in your packages.
No, actually, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. No, I mean, I see that you have to be louder than anybody else. What separates you than the other guys? Well, I don't know about the other guys, but I know what I can do. So I go down and sit down with my customers, And 9 times out of 10, when I sit down with my customers, I sell them because I sell myself. When you sell yourself, you are the product. And you go in there with that energy and you make them feel like, man, they're going to have the time. That little coffee that you have was amazing. Imagine what my party's going to have. So that's something that if you're out there as a DJ, as a reception hall, as a photo booth, as whatever it is, you got to go up there and get your 110%. Then that you go out there and you like you guys. I see you guys everywhere. Bro. I like. Isn't that a time you're not on my feed? I'm like, God damn. And that's good. That's good because you have to be louder than the rest.
I want to get some feedback now. Do you think that someone that's on your feet a lot, do you think it gets annoying, or do you think you see progression and you see a person hustling? Do you see them when you see them too often, you get tired of them, or like, do you know that that business is good because you see them more often?
Well, let me ask you a question here. A question with a question. Do you get tired of seeing Mattress Mac on the TV?
I don't watch TV.
Or like on the commercial. He comes on Instagram now, Mattress Mac.
No me sale.
No te sale?
No. Let's use a different one. I'll give you another chance. Okay, use a different example.
Okay, let's see. Even Escape. I know you've seen Escape.
Oh, yeah, I do see Escape.
I mean, you see those kind of places, or, you know, even vamos a decir modelos. You see that all the time.
Yeah.
And they're ramming it down your throat. You got to ram it down people's throat. Because, you know, I had a friend the other day. He's a DJ. He was a very popular DJ back in the day. He stopped for 2 years. And he lived off of recommendations, but he stopped promoting. And people started forgetting who he was. People are easy to forget who you are. They'll forget quick on who you are. It doesn't take about a year and a half. Oh, you remember this? You remember that guy? And what he used to do? La gente se olvida rápido, bro. You're here right now, and you're there. And especially DJs. DJs our lifespan is very short. Like even me, I'm already thinking I'm pretty old for a DJ, because quinceañeras want young guys. They don't want an old guy. Or even weddings, they want this young, energetic guy, which I am energetic. I'm not gonna lie, but pues ya me canso, you know, ya estoy en el cuarto piso. So entonces I already got people to set up my shit, and then I go do the job.
Wow.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta, no, you cannot get tired. Why? Because and I really don't, I'm sorry that I said, I really don't give a shit if you get tired. Honestly, I don't. You get tired, that's your problem. Unfollow me.
Yeah.
Unfollow me. But I'm going to do me, and I'm going to shine more than anybody out there. Because that's me. Because if you followed me, it's because you liked something about the content or something about my service. And that's why you followed me. Not everybody's for you. Not everybody's for you. So, yeah, man. No. Dude, do your thing. Y'all doing it, and I congratulate you guys. You know, I wish, you know, I had the energy, because I love all this with videos, and I love that. I in my school, I studied video technology.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I this was part of what I did besides
college.
Music. No, I didn't go to college. I did it in high school.
In high school, you did video. Wow.
There was a course that they showed you how to do switchers and all that. That's how I learned about cameras.
What school was that?
Channelview.
Channelview.
Shout outs to Channelview High School.
Man, y'all had some good programs over there, Channelview.
Yeah, actually, I could have got a full scholarship paid off with it, because we went to Austin and I did a video, and I think we made it in Austin. Then we went all the way to California, but California ate us alive, bro. I mean, California is no different. We had like all that switchers. In California, they just focus on movies, videos.
Hollywood. That's where the artists are, creatives. Yeah.
So they killed us over there. So
what were you doing? What was the competition about?
It was a commercial. We did a commercial, and they wanted to see. But here's the thing: it's not only the video work; it's the person behind the camera.
Yeah.
You know, they have to have good charisma and stuff like that. You know, even a show like just the name Puro Cotorreo, and I hope you know it's a catchy name, bro.
Really.
It's a catchy name. And that's another thing. When business like that, it's like fiesta, el cachito de lo nuestro.
Ah.
You know, always have a slogan. You got to have a slogan. Like me, I don't know if you. My slogans are this. One is te pongo a bailar o te pongo borracho. Uno de dos. And then my last one, when I always end it, I've in open houses it's like, bienvenidos todos or whatever. I finish the night like chingada. I always say that you know the way you start and the way you finish is always the thing. And I always say, pues pórtase bien, que nada les cuesta. Si se portan mal, invítame. That's it. That's just my slogan. Those are my things that, you know, I've got that from like Cristina. Remember Cristina? From back in the day?
Cristina, the one with the talk show?
Yeah, she used to... En Impulso. She used to do all those.
Que entre el desgraciado, que pase el desgraciado.
Oh, ese también es otra.
Oh, okay.
You know, they have their slogans. They have their things that they say, branding. You know, they brand themselves. It's just, that's very important.
Oh, I mean, I think Maria put something on the bio that I really like. Something about vacilar. Algo de vacilar y no sé qué más, pero culturas, historias y vacilón. Chale.
You have to hit that really hard.
Sí. Pero sí, eventually.
No, but you just say it. You don't have to put it. You just say it. Eso es algo que it's like us, like you know, like that. El cachito de lo nuestro. You know that's fiesta.
Sí.
So you know little things like that, like you know, slogans are there. You know, so that's just your branding. You put it on hats. Like I used to have I still have a homeboy. His name is Houston Margaritas.
Oh yeah, Rob. Shout out to Rob and Margarita.
Houston Margaritas. That boy brands. He had chanclas. He had hats, shirts. He used to give all the time. We would go out, and he used to always give these little things for the cell phone. But man, that's catchy, bro. Like that's believing in your product.
Yeah.
Because if you don't believe in your product, nobody else. Nobody gives a damn. It's you promote that's the key. That's brand your product.
You gotta promote yourself like if you're a Fortune 500 company, porque people won't believe you, unless they see the presentation. You know, it's like that one example of like that one musician that he had a show that night where he was gonna play in front of like 1,000 or 5,000 people or something like that. And he charges everyone like $500, like $2,000 and more per seat. And he did a social experiment where he went to the subway, but there was no lights, there was no introduction or nothing. He was just playing on the corner. Y nadie se acercaba. Pero now you give him a stage, now you give him the curtains, you give him the lights.
Yeah.
Boom. People believe the worth in your talent or your hustle, whatever you're doing.
Yeah, and it all depends on the crowd, like you say. Like, you know, you might be worth nothing to somebody, but to somebody else, you're worth a lot.
Yeah.
You know, you got to know your own worth. It's not in what the people, because man, dude, if I sit there and if I tell you all the stuff that people talk about me, I know that. I mean, it's, you know, I've been in business so long, you have haters. And I said it at the beginning, if you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. Because people are going to hate. That's just in people's genes to hate. Like, oh man, se cree, está bien sangrón. And I've had people tell me, you think you're the shit. And I was like, no. Y siempre me decían, te crees la gran cosa. Le digo, no me creo, lo soy.
Y pélamela. Pero es que así es. Si tú no te pelas, la gente no te va a pelar. Menos la gente. Si tú no te quieres y no te promueves como un chingón, pues la gente no te va a creer que eres un chingón.
Yeah, you have to go out there and do that. Because, especially in my industry, there's DJs, and there's great DJs out there, fantastic DJs out there. And yeah, you know, one thing, yeah, DJs, yeah, be nice, man. There's new guys out there. I've bumped into new DJs, and I helped them out. Because one day you were in that position. And help them out. I always try to help a DJ out when they come up to me, because if they're coming up to you, they idolize you. Well, not idolize you, but they think highly of you. They're like, if they come, imagine how hard it is to come and ask somebody, "Hey, bro, how did you do that?" Or "What song was that?" You know, they take their pride away to come and ask you, and you want to be an ass and treat them like dirt. You know, this happened to me one time, and I'm not going to say the name of the band, but we were in a salon, and there was this very famous band that was coming up with one song, and I literally, I was sitting there on my booth, and I saw them come in. I was like, man, that's these guys. Oh my God, we're excited. And then I went over there, and I was like, hey, bro, and I extended my hand, and he literally walked off. He left me with my hand hanging. He's like, oh, is that the stage? I was like, no, dumbass, the stage is outside. I was like,
No.
así me dejó colgando. Like, literally, and I was like, dude, you're not even, like, you're just the one hit right now. And you literally, like, honestly, in bands, pro tip to you guys, if it wasn't for us DJs, your music won't get played in the club, won't get played in the radio, won't get played anywhere. And you can get hit on YouTube, but we're the ones that play it in events. So because of us, your music's getting played out there. And as fast as our community is big, but small at the same time. And we can rat bands quick. We can be like, man, don't play that band. Like, especially if a DJ has a big influence, he'll burn you quick, like burn you fast. And I'm like, dude, he left me like that. And then I was like, all right, this guy se cree la gran cosa, I guess, yeah. So when he went up on stage, I was like, all right, un aplauso para el grupo que va a comenzar. Boom. And I just, and I'm like, hey, bro, we're not even ready. Was I am.
Lo mandaste a la verga.
I am, bro. I mean, cause man, dude, it's already a mean world. We don't have to make it any meaner.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on, bro. Just because you got one hit doesn't mean anything.
You saw what happened to Jose Altuve at the Gucci store?
No, I didn't.
They discriminated against him because he looked poor. Or yeah.
Well, yeah, well, it happens a lot to Adam Sandler. Well, man, that's crazy.
And the reason why I mention it is because Gucci wasn't the one to tell Altuve, hey, you can't come in because you look whatever, you know.
Uh-huh.
It's the employees.
The employees did it.
That probably are getting paid minimum wage or something, just, you know, look good and everything,
yeah.
but, you know, are telling this dude you can't come in. Like, like, what's your opinion on that? Like, mucha gente que se le suben los humos.
Well, ahí no sé quién se le está subiendo, but the guy that's selling at the store, he's just a salesman. Once again, though, we go where people, y'all guys be nice, man. I mean, dude, Altuve, he's the shit, bro. And
I
honestly,
know.
he's
How can you not know Altuve?
You won the World Series already. I mean, he's been there. How many baseball players are out there haven't won a World Series? You know, and where was that at? Was that over there?
Here in Houston.
It was here in Houston?
I think it was here in Houston. I think.
No, it couldn't have been.
I think.
No, I don't see
No?
Houstonians doing that to Altuve. That's just, no.
Honestly, I don't know. So
it had to be over there in Boston when they went in Boston. I have friends that went to the game in Boston, and they said that, man, they treated them like trash over there, Astro fans. Yeah. As a matter of fact, my girl's daughter went to Boston to go see the game over there.
Really?
And they were treating them like trash. They said those are some of the worst fans ever.
Damn.
Ever. They would be like, you cheaters, y'all go back to y'all Texas and.
Oh wait, it wasn't Gucci, it was Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton.
It was in Houston. It was in Houston.
Y'all guys don't go shopping at Louis Vuitton. Como quiera, yo no voy a ir.
Como quiera ni compraba.
Como quiera no compraba. Vamos a la pulga de aquí de Santo Domingo.
Ahí tienen también Louis Vuitton.
Nah, man.
They in Houston, pa' que veas.
That guy had to be like not new to Houston. That is so dumb. Like.
Ya se arruinó el negocio para Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, I would fire that employee. He's gonna get fired. He's gonna get fired
yeah.
Immediately. I mean, you don't do that, especially not in Houston, not in H-Town. You don't do that here. We're big, strong fans. Oh, here's a question for you. What sport are you big on?
Soccer.
Soccer?
Yeah, I'm not even a baseball fan. So look, I just know the Astros because we won and everything like that, and we went to like 1 or 2 games, but that's it.
Oh, it's crazy. I'm a basketball fan.
Really?
I'm a big Rockets fan.
I was gonna ask, how tall are you?
I'm 6. I think maybe 6 feet.
6 feet?
6.5 or something.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm taller than you?
Baby, I'm pretty sure I know to stand up. I'm pretty sure you probably are.
I thought you were taller than me.
No, I don't think so.
Did you ever play basketball?
No, man, I'm too slow. I'm telling you, in high school, bro, let me show you a picture, bro. I used to weigh 350 pounds.
In high school, you were 300.
Yeah, bro. I was like,
damn.
Dice que no, mira cuántos. ya, córtale. No.
How did you get to that with that weight? Was it like some type of depression, just overeating? The burgers were too good?
Las mamás sirven los platos bien ricos. Así como.
Your mom, she was feeding you like 4 times a day?
Back then, it was like, hey, te cabes todo lo que está en el plato. I'm like,
y es un buffet.
Es un pinche buffet. No, honestly, it was like that. De harina no faltaban en la casa. De harina no faltaban. I mean,
that might have been it, because yo nunca estuve gordo en high school y eso que comía un montón, pero nunca comía harina.
¿No?
Nunca, mi mamá nunca hacía de harina.
Es que your mom, you said from San Luis, ¿no?
Ella es de San Luis.
O sea, pura maíz, bro.
Puro maíz.
Mexican, para ellos no hay de harina, bro.
No.
Es maíz. Even my dad, son Tamaulipas, but they...
Oh, harina is like more north?
Sí, harina es americano, bro.
¿Americano?
Yeah, bro. It's like, I don't really... Sí lo venden ahora en México, pero siempre los tacos siempre han sido de maíz. I don't even eat tacos like, I don't eat that with...
Corn?
No, de harina. Ese es huevo con chorizo. Let's go to Azteca right now. No, yeah, I don't. Siempre, it's always been like the maíz over there in Mexico. Because I remember I would always go to Mexico and yo con mi harina. Es como la cerveza, bro. Allá en Mexico, you ask them for modelos or mícolos, they laugh at you.
Oh, sí, es
Carta
Tecate.
blanca. No, hombre, Tecate sí hay. Pero carta blanca. They drink like hard stuff. Like, mira, este güerito se cree allá de Estados Unidos.
Pues fíjate que yo acá en la Huasteca casi no. Cuando yo fui para allá es pura chela, puro Tecate, puros modelos. Honestly, sí vi mucho de modelo, mucho de Corona. ¿Sí? Pero es muy raro ver el tequila ahí, como que no toma tanto.
But that's recent, right?
Yeah, that was like a few years ago when I went.
Eso ya modelo llegó, ya. It's even like, because I drink Crown Royal, but in Mexico, there's no really...
Oh, whiskey. Sí, el whisky es muy raro a veces.
Yeah, es puro tequila ya.
Es que...
Puro tequila.
Mira, si te cocinan en la casa algo bien rico, ¿para qué vas a salir?
Yeah.
Y es lo mismo con las... That's you in high school?
No, well, that was me a little bit out of high school, but...
Dang, you do not look like JR.
We do a close-up.
Yeah, he looks like a owner of a Metro by T-Mobile.
I don't know if you can see that, but yeah.
No, they're not going to be able to see it. Pero, well, the people from...
No manches, me insultó y no me di cuenta.
¿Cuándo? ¿Cómo?
Dije, you look like a goddamn Metro bus.
No. Owner of Metro by T-Mobile. Mira, si quieres ir a subirla aquí tantito y lo subes para acá.
Okay.
Aflójalo tantito.
Eso no es mi rancho, compadre.
Sí, no. Pero, no. Suéltalo tantito.
Bueno,
Kevin,
no,
can you... ¿Está bien?
I got it.
Ahí está, ahora sí.
Ahí vamos. Es que siento que ya el micrófono se me...
Ahora voltea el micrófono. Ándale.
A ver si se puede. Ahí
está.
There you go.
Ahí está. Pero 300 pounds, how long did that last?
Look, all my high school, y ya cuando me casé también.
Your first marriage?
Yeah. I've only been married once.
Oh, once.
Only once. That, I made a decision that I was waking up. I couldn't even wake up. Like, I would, like, drag myself out of bed because I was so heavy. 350 pounds, bro. And I always liked to dress nice. But I couldn't wear, like, good clothes. Like, Banana Republic, forget about it. American Eagle, ni madre, ni cuenta. I was wearing, like, big and tall. Find the biggest, tallest you can, because I was wearing 3X at a time. Like, three, almost 3.5. 3X. Ahorita ya, gracias a Dios, I'm in a large. Well, I'm getting down to a large. Well, mis pantalones eran así, bro, like, huge.
Dang.
Like, we had...
What was the maximum?
52. Was it 52? Yeah. Now I'm down to a 38.
And congrats.
No, yeah,
That's a big accomplishment because once you're fat, it's like the fatness itself is telling you to eat more. Get depressed. Like, don't even think about like working out or whatever. So getting off of that bubble is
it's
big.
But that comes once again to the person that, you know, I did that and then paré because right now, and it's funny because, you know, like my girl, she's always making fun of me. Well, not making fun of me, but she's like, because I told her, man, I'm skinny as hell right now. Like, this is the skinniest I've ever been. And she's like, no. I met you like that. So you're not going to compare yourself like that. I want to see you more like built and like, you know, because I didn't ever see you that way. So right now I've seen you like that and it's great, but you can be a better, like, and that's the thing. She strives me to be a better person. Like even in honestly, if you're in business, money's great, but if you don't have health, you ain't got nothing. You know, yo sí estaba cuando sí me metí en una depresión after, you know, my divorce. I got into depression. And then I started going out because I was lonely. I was like, what else do I do? And that's the thing. I never thought at this day and age I was going to be single. Or like, well, I'm not single no more, but I'm just saying, like, I mean,
calmadito.
Sí, no, me van a regañar. Pero bueno, es que no estamos en vivo. No, but I'm saying, like, I never thought in this day and age for a 40-year-old to be out there dating. And, bro, this is a crazy. People are crazy. And especially in your age, todos ya vienen con problemas. Todos ya vienen traumados. Everybody has some shit that they went through. And that you don't know the shit that I went through. Like, God damn, here we go again. Like, you know, so everybody, and you have to work on yourself, man. After that, I went through a big depression where I literally even wanted to just take my life away. Damn. Like, because after you had it all, because I had a good business, we traveled, we bought whatever we wanted to buy, we lived a good life. And then all of a sudden, it just, boom, it caves. And I don't want to say that we were like the stars of Fotomundo, but we were young, striving, going and doing everything. And we went to the high of the mountain. And then, you know, whatever we wanted, we bought a brand new house in the badass neighborhood, the Blue Lagoon. And yeah, we had it on. We would travel, pero todo se va, todo se va. Y that's not happiness. It's not. You know, I think I've been happier with no money. You know, without money. Money doesn't make happiness. You make the happiness. And you spend the time with the people that you love. You make time for them. Because those people are the only people that are going to be by your side, at your bedside, when it's time for you to go. And that's what's important in this life. Dinero viene y va. Dinero viene y va. Todo se viene. Así como comienza, se acaba. And dude, if it wasn't for good friends that were by my side, and God, really, I believe in God, dude. I'm a strong believer in God. So you have to go and search for God, because God is always there, right? He's always there for you to reach out to Him, but you have to make time for God to,
mold you and help you out.
Yeah, help you out. I still believe that anytime you need, you might want to trust friends and trust people, but la gente te falla, pero Dios nunca te falla. So, la gente te falla, and sometimes you're like, man, but you also have to surround yourself around good friends, So I remember in that low point in my life, I was drinking every day, bro. Every day, from Monday to Sunday. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about bottles every day, popping bottles every day, because I didn't care anymore. I was just like, whatever. And then, I started like, man, because my body, your body can only take so much. If you're not drinking water, you're just drinking nothing but liquor, your body's just going to start collapsing. I started having problems. I went to the hospital. Yeah, I mean, because, I felt like, man, what's up? Even one of my friends, he's a DJ as well, and he looked at me, he's like, bro, you're not even drinking to have fun no more. You're just drinking to forget. It's like, where's the JR that I know? Where's that person? because JR is the business entrepreneur making something out of nothing. Where's that JR? And I'm like, I lost him. I said, well, you need to go find him because you're lost. And when I did that, I started like really, really going into myself and looking into myself, examining myself. I started going to church. And then I met, the person that I'm with her now. She helped me. It's funny because she's the one that kind of brought me back into church. I started going to church again. So I go on Sundays and, I took, my kids and stuff like that. It helped me because, sometimes you need to have, everybody believes in all kinds of things. But if that's what makes you, more think about your life, because you have a short lifespan, you don't know what can happen tomorrow. I just had a friend, a family member. I was talking to my cousin. She just passed away, like not even 2 weeks ago.
Sorry about that.
And she was like 50 years old. Life is short, bro. Life is short.
Young.
Yeah, she's young, and it's crazy. But that's money it helps, but it only helps for certain link, And I don't want to put it that way, but she had a lot of money. She left the money there. El dinero no te lo llevas. Lo único que llevas en esta vida es tú y Dios. So at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want, but you have to be, what do you want in life as success? Because honestly, there's a lot of people out there that want to be successful, want to be famous, want to have money. I've been successful. I've been very famous. I've been in big stages with big names. I've been with Ramon Ayala, you name it, De Parranda. I've been with a bunch of famous people. And that doesn't change anything. That does not change anything. That is just pasajero. Those are memories that I'll never forget. But at the end of the day, is you, your health, and your family. Those are the most important things. And everything else, God puts in order. God will give it to you. God will come to you. And I think right now I'm living the most important part of my life. And I help people. I help people understand. Because when you're young and you blow up real quick, dude, that's what happened to us. That's what happened to me and her. We were young and we blew up quick, bro.
Your first marriage you're talking about.
Yeah, your first marriage. I blew up quick, dude. Imagine from cashing checks of $600 to cashing checks of $100,000.
Damn.
So, that messes with your head. Like, you don't know, like, what the heck? Like, what's going on? So you have to know how to control that and how your person inside is going to deal with those things. Because the money doesn't change the person changes. The money doesn't change you. You change. The money's money. But you have to know how to control that. And honestly, I think God is not going to bless you that way if you're not ready for it. Because it can mess you up. You have to know how to do things. And now, I do stuff with the community. This year I'm going to try to work with, doing a toy drive. I used to do toy drives. Yeah. So, yeah, man, that's how Omar met me, doing a toy drive and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
In Pasadena?
Yeah, in Pasadena.
Oh, wow.
We did a toy drive for Christmas. We used to do, it was son eran niños inmigrantes que agarraban la migra because they wouldn't find them with their families and they would take them here. It's in Baytown. And they didn't have their mom and dad anymore. They don't know where their mom and dad, maybe they have died or maybe they deported them back, but se separaron de las familias. Y ahí dejaban todos los niños. Man, you heard some crazy stories there, bro. Crazy. One story was from this guy, this little boy. He was about 13 years old. He came with his brother, and they rode La Bestia. I don't know if you ever heard of
the train.
The train La Bestia. Well, él se durmió. Su hermano se durmió, and he fell, and the train ran over him.
Damn.
And
he saw everything.
He saw when his brother fell, and he could only assume that the train ran over him. Damn. He never got back. And he ended up here, and those people, when we went to go take, because they don't let anybody just walk in there. You have to have an organization, and you have to, because they're kids, they're young. So, and when we went in there, we heard stories like crazy stories, man, like about girls, and they would sit here and tell us, you know what, we thought this Christmas we were gonna be alone with nothing. Y'all guys, for at least a minute, y'all brought happiness, and that's the thing, man. That in itself is what life is all about. You know, what are you doing to help other people? You know, it's not only about fame, it's not only about money. What are you doing to help? You know, and that's something that I am grateful for the company of Fotomundo and us. You know, they help as much as they can. As much as they party and they have parties at the quinceañeras and weddings and stuff like that, they help the community. They help the community. I'll never forget when the hurricane came. Their houses were flooded, bro. Their houses are flooded, but they went to go, and I was like, Omar, what the hell y'all doing?
Oh, like the houses of the owners and
Eric said they were flooded, and they went to go full of van and buy waters and stuff, and they started giving out waters.
Wow.
And I was like, what in the heck are y'all doing? Like, y'all houses are flooded. And I said, well, let the insurance deal with that. Don't worry about it. There's people that need help right now. And I was like, wow, you know, that's a company that I want to work for. And that's why God blesses the people that they bless. He blesses because, you know, it's about that, bro. And that's why I'm going back to DJs. I mean, a DJ comes up to hit me and I help them. You know, I had a text message that I can show you right now. He didn't even work for me. I mean, he's like, hey, man, I have a Mexican party. You have a playlist? You can send me it. I shot him a playlist. And he's like, bro, I feel like you're like my Mexican, like person that I go to. And ¿qué me costó? Like, what? Life is too short for haters out there, man. I mean, life is too short for people to just be dogging. You know, I think that's, you know, we got to show love.
Yeah.
And every way that we can. Even this podcast, man. I mean, thank you for the invite. And I know y'all going to have a bunch of success. And
thanks,
I just hope be like, hey, I was one of the first on the program, man. I know you guys are going to blow up. And because this is studio, bro. This takes money. This takes time. You know, I know because when we had the hall, bro, I learned. I didn't even know how to do She-Rock. I didn't know how to do anything. Casi me mato en el regional.
Oh, you were doing it yourself too? Wow.
Well, I only had 60,000. How much does 60,000 can get you in a hall?
For a hall, that's not even enough to cover light. If you or plumbing and everything you have to do all together.
I had to literally sell my nachos.
In Pasadena, God.
Yeah, because man, I got this guy and he was a DJ, but he was what do you call those? He did everything, plumbing.
Oh, it was a handyman?
He's a handyman.
Okay.
And he didn't know a lot, but he's like, I'll help you. I'll charge a minimum. And entre los otros. And then sometimes I would have DJs, we tore the floor out. We did a lot, bro. But if 60,000, we stretched that.
Jeez.
And it did. It worked. It functioned. But the sacrifice, bro, that's it, man. Honestly.
The sacrifice is way more. But, man, I think, Kevin, how much time do we have?
No, man, ya los pasamos.
Exact or what's? Oh, okay. Okay. Damn, we've been here for like almost 2 hours now.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I was.
Hey, es que cuando el cotorreo empieza es muy difícil de pararlo y I mean, your stories are really, really inspiring. You worked as a DJ for a long time. You've built a business, an empire, you can say. And just, I guess, like, just one more question. Like, where do you see yourself going? Porque, like, DJs, like you said, have a short lifespan. But you stretched that. You're like that one dog that le dieron de hueso, le dieron de esto y come de todo. Y ahora vivió hasta 25 años.
No, pues ya, ahorita we're working on some other projects. Because, I always say I want to retire. I probably won't retire, but I'm going to choose what jobs I do. Because, you know, se cansa las desveladas. It's tiring. So, we're going to invest in some real estate. We're doing real estate and stuff like that and other projects that we have in mind that we're gonna work on that pretty soon. We'll let Puro Cotorreo know
Awesome.
what the
And
projects are.
where can people follow you too? Like on Instagram, Facebook. Oh well, you said Instagram. Everywhere.
Everywhere. It's
Tag everything.
I'll tag everything. It's my Instagram is DJ_JR_HTX, and you'll find me on TikTok, Facebook. Facebook is Juan Treviño, but it depends on what.
Hey, but that one's for friends, man. Careful with it.
Yeah. But no, I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, except you, I have a lot of people on there too. But my main page where you reach me at is in my Instagram, which is DJ_JR_HTX.
Perfect.
And my number is 832-298-4480. Once again, that number is 832-298-4480. If you have a wedding, quinceañera, any bookings for, this year is kind of hard, but maybe next year. But you can give me a call or anything.
Perfect. And one last message. I don't know, something that you might want. You promote yourself. Like that's your camera right there.
This one.
And like, what's a message that you will give, up and coming DJs or entrepreneurs or just anyone that has a vision of what they want to do in life, but they're down here. They have no idea how to start.
Look, man, put yourself out there. Ignore what anybody tells you. Because if you pay attention to people and you pay attention to so many people, you're not going to get nowhere. Find yourself a coach. Find yourself a good mentor that knows a business or something, the business that you're in, and get as much as information you can for that person. Help them let you know what you need to know, the ins and outs. Because if you don't have that mentor, forget about it. It's harder. It's harder to get back in life. But échale ganas, bro. And honestly, put your name out there. Even if the content is not as good, because I know people are like, I need to be man. Sometimes I release content and it looks ugly as hell. But you just have to put content out there. Put it. Because that's what's going to really get your name out there. And Instagram, it's not like back in the day when I had to do it with folletos and business cards. Now, you don't even have to go out there. The tool is there. You just got to do it. And get a mentor, man. Honestly, that's my best advice.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much again, Juan Treviño Jr., also known as DJ JR. Man, you should have corrected me a long time ago. I feel bad
now. You got to do it again.
Another 2 hours.
No.
Thank you so much for being on Puro Cotorreo. That's the only acceptable way of doing it. Yeah. Whenever you say Puro Cotorreo, you got to say Puro Cotorreo. Yes, this was episode 6. And thank you so much for tuning in, people. We're at 200 followers on Instagram in less than a week.
Hey, man, congrats.
And we have 1,000-something on subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much for the support. And also let us know who you want on the podcast. We'll be looking at the comment section. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you for listening.
I got to say it, man. I got to say it to end it like that.
Oh, yeah. ¿Cómo va?
Pórtase bien, que nada les cuesta. Si se portan mal, invítame.
Woo!